Every house takes a breath. It inhales when you throw open the front door on a crisp morning, and it exhales through the slow, invisible drafts like creep under window panes. But what exactly is your home breathing out? If you have ever returned from a long vacation and unlocked your front door, you have likely experienced a sudden, startling realization. Your house has a distinct smell. When we live in a space day in and day out, we develop what scientists call olfactory adaptation, commonly known as nose blindness. We become completely unaware of the complex ecosystem of scents, microscopic particles, and airborne hazards that share our living space. This atmospheric presence is your invisible roommate. Sometimes it is a comforting companion, carrying the aroma of morning coffee or fresh laundry. Other times it is a silent nuisance, hoarding pet dander and dampness. And occasionally, if left unchecked, it can become a dangerous antagonist. Understanding how to manage smoke, fire safety, and the overall smell of indoor living is not just about keeping a tidy house, it's about reclaiming your air, protecting your health, and securing your sanctuary. Our homes are enclosed boxes where the residue of our lives inevitably accumulates. Every meal cooked, every hot shower taken, every candle burned, and every breath exhaled by humans and pets contributes to your home's unique scent signature. Scent is the most powerful trigger of memory. But when the scent of yesterday's fried fish lingers into tomorrow's breakfast, memory becomes a menace. There are three main categories of indoor odors that make up the invisible roommate. The anthropogenic aromas. These are the smells of human and animal habitation. Dead skin cells, sweat, pet dander, and oils settle into fabrics, carpets, and upholstery. Over time, these create a stale, heavy baseline scent in a home that lacks proper ventilation. The culinary ghost. The kitchen is the beating heart of the home, but it's also the primary engine of indoor air pollution. The vaporized oils of searing a steak, the pungent compounds of garlic and onions, and the lingering heavy spices can attach themselves to curtains and painted walls. And the synthetic breathers, volatile organic compounds. This new furniture smell, the sharp tang of heavy-duty cleaning products, and even the off-gassing of fresh paint are all VOCs. While some smell clean or even pleasant, prolonged exposure can cause headaches, fatigue, and respiratory irritation. To tame the invisible roommate, you must first recognize it. The simplest cure for a stagnant home is the ancient, highly effective technology of cross-ventilation. Opening 2 windows on opposite sides of the house for just 15 minutes a day completely replaces the indoor air, flushing out stale odors and trapped moisture. When we think of smoke, we usually picture roaring campfires or burning buildings. However, the smoke we encounter daily is far more insidious. It sneaks into our homes under the guise of ambiance, culinary ambition, or bad habits. The ambiance trap. Candles and incense are deeply tied to relaxation and spiritual practice. A flickering vanilla-scented wick feels like the ultimate luxury. Yet burning anything indoors releases particulate matter, PM 2.5, into your environment. Paraffin wax candles in particular release soot and chemicals like toluene and benzene, the same compounds found in diesel exhaust. While an occasional candle won't turn your living room into a smog zone, burning them daily in an unventilated bedroom invites a toxic roommate to sleep next to you. The kitchen fog. Then comes the kitchen. The sizzling wok and the slightly burnt edges of toast release a tremendous amount of ultrafine particles. Even cooking on a gas stove without the exhaust fan running releases nitrogen dioxide, NO2, which can aggravate asthma and irritate the lungs. How to manage the smoke. 1. Upgrade your ambiance. Swap paraffin candles for beeswax or soy alternatives with cotton wicks, which burn much cleaner. Better yet, use essential oil diffusers for scent without combustion. 2. Use your exhaust fan religiously. Do not wait until the smoke alarm is screaming. Turn on your kitchen hood before you start frying and leave it running for 10 minutes after you finish cooking to capture lingering particulates. 3. Invest in HEPA filtration. A standalone air purifier equipped with a true HEPA filter and an activated carbon layer is the ultimate weapon against the invisible roommate. The HEPA filter catches the smoke particles while the carbon absorbs the odors and VOCs. The conversation about indoor smoke inevitably leads to the most critical aspect of the invisible roommate: fire safety. We tend to operate under the illusion that our homes are invincible. We leave clothes dryers running while we sleep, we plug power strips into other power strips, and we leave laptops charging on soft, flammable duvets. We forget that we are surrounded by stored energy and highly combustible materials. 30 years ago, if a fire started in a living room, a family had an average of 17 minutes to escape. Today, due to the prevalence of synthetic materials, open floor plans, and polyurethane foams in our couches and mattresses, modern homes burn faster and hotter. Today, you have roughly 3 to 4 minutes to escape a house fire. The silent sentinels. If fire is the ultimate enemy, your smoke alarms are your absolute best line of defense. They are the ears and lungs of your home, staying awake while you sleep. Yet millions of people live with expired smoke detectors, or worse, detectors with the batteries removed because it kept beeping when I made toast. Disabling a smoke alarm over burnt toast is like firing your bodyguard because he cleared his throat too loudly. To properly defend your home, check the expiration date. Smoke detectors do not last forever. The sensors degrade over time. If your detector is over 10 years old, it belongs in the trash, regardless of whether the battery is new. Placement matters. You need an alarm in every bedroom, outside every sleeping area, and on every level of your home. Keep them at least 10 feet away from the stove to prevent false alarms. Respect the electricity. Frayed cords, overloaded outlets, and cheap counterfeit phone chargers are notorious fire starters. If an outlet feels warm to the touch, or if a light switch crackles, call an electrician immediately.